Welcome back to Sania TV, where we honor trailblazers, inspiring lives across Africa and beyond. Today, our guest is no different. This person is actually a recipient of 2024 Philanthropy Award. He's not only an immigrant who has cut across impeccable odds, but he's also learned to give back to his community and his home country, Sierra Leone. This person has gone from building schools and empowering villages, entire villages. You know how all that takes. So we have no other person than Mr. Kanu. Mr. Kanu, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. So let's get into your journey. You're a Sierra Leonean, right?
Yes, 100%.
What actually made you transition from move from Sierra Leone and to stay here in the United States?
Okay. Thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
So I met my wife in 2010, and my wife is an American citizen. She was born here in the United States. So, and we get married in Sierra Leone in 2011. So I transitioned to the United States here in 2012.
Interesting. So with your journey, right? I mean, your philanthropy work and all that in Sierra Leone, you started off with education. What made you start with education?
So that's a very interesting and very good question. Growing up in Sierra Leone is a struggle. It's a very big hustle in regards to not only my family, but millions of families around Sierra Leone. And to a point where kids are going to school without food, kids are going to school without shoes, kids are going to school without proper uniforms, and I was no different. So when I came to the United States, coincidentally, my first full-time job in the United States is working with Montgomery County Public Schools. So I was a building service worker, cleaning classrooms after school. So it just touched my mind. And when I see the privileges that kids have here in the United States and how they use crayons one time and drop it on the floor, So I started cleaning those and started putting them aside and sending them to Africa. So that was a big turning point, and it was a motivation for me to start giving back.
That's pretty interesting. Your story is very insightful, from cleaning school, and I mean, you were trying to make ends meet and support your wife and home and all that. So clearly your heart was back home.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, you could have chosen over here we have Salvation Army, we have other NGOs. It could have partnered. But what made your mind go back home? What made you want to give back to your hometown?
Yeah. So in America right here, we also said there are poor people here. I respect that. Mm-hmm. But I believe a lot of people born in this country and grow up in this country have not seen the real level of poverty yet. What we go through in Africa is nothing closer to what's going on here in the United States. Even if you're poor here, you can see electricity, you can see good roads, you can see, good schools and stuff like that. We in Sierra Leone, we don't have those kind of privileges. So when I think about my upbringing, and I decided to say, this is 2020, or this is 2012, or this is 2013, or this is 2015 when I started, it's still happening. Kids are still going to school hungry. Kids are still going to school without proper uniforms. Kids are still going to school without proper school supplies. So we started giving back to those kids.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You're right. Because, I'm an African descent too. Sometimes when we complain, no, things are hard. It's not as bad as Africa. It's not as bad as back home.
Exactly.
And you're right. And I mean, we do have government assistance here and stuff. So sometimes it does, substitute certain things. And for you to actually think back home and go back to give to the community, that's very inspiring. But what were some of the challenges that you faced, in the process?
I will say financially, it's kind of tough because I'm glad I'm having this interview so people will understand that financially, 95% of the funds is coming out of me and my members here's pocket. When I started initially, 100% or 99% of the funds was coming from our family, me and my wife. Yes, because we almost built a whole school towards we almost finished roofing it. we're done with the tiling, and we were actually ready to get to paint it when we started having members joining us. So I would say like we almost built the school, like 95% of the funds was coming from our pocket. So up to this day, it's just us, like $20 a month. Oh, let's do this, let's do that. That's all. That's how we raise the funds. So the challenges was actually the finance. Like the way we do our projects. What we are having through our contribution monthly dues is not enough to cover one project. So when the time comes, I don't want to stress myself. We have to do it. We have to do it. I will just subsidize and try to do it. Because I want to make sure we actually deliver to those kids.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I mean, yeah, financially, like it could be very, very demanding, especially when you're building from scratch, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we build from scratch.
And it's concrete and everything.
Absolutely.
So definitely it's very expensive. Cement and all those stuff.
Yes.
Very expensive. So those are the kind of challenges that you had here. So like back home, how challenging was it? Because you know how sometimes some people have a misconception that when you're here, like we're plucking the dollars from the tree and everything is so easy. So sometimes you send the money home to do certain things and they might, divert the funds and stuff. How did you keep track with that?
Good. So when we reached out to the village where we built our first school, we had 3 meetings with them because I have branches in different sides of the country. We have branches in Freetown, Kenema, all these different villages and towns. We have those branches. So the branch in Freetown is the main branch. So we send some people from Freetown to the village to hold meetings with the elders over there. They had 3 meetings. We told them, this is our expectations. We are not millionaires. We're coming to help you. Our kids are not going to these schools. Our kids are over here. So we need your manpower. We need the manpower support. So we will deliver the granite, the cement, the iron rod. Even the contractor will pay the contractor, but we will not be able to be paying for labor. So they were happy. They were excited. They were ready to go. They can't wait.
Wow.
But when the work starts, this is a big challenge. When the work starts in 2016, one person just go around and say, "Oh, guys, didn't you hear? Mr. Kanu is sending money to give us. They're not giving us. They're not giving us the money."
Oh.
And that goes through all the other youth guys.
It spreads like wildfire. And
they stop working. And I was getting complaints from other people there that, the guys are not coming now to fetch water. We don't have enough people to work. I stopped the work and I visited Sierra Leone in 2017 and I had a big meeting with the whole entire village. And I told them, there's no money coming here for anybody. Please stop pointing fingers.
So they heard it from
me. I said, stop pointing fingers at people and thinking there's money coming. This building is for you guys. It's for you and your kids. I'm not going to come here and put my kids here to go to school. I just want to help out. Then when I left, they were very, very... It actually touched them and they rushed out and, we finished the school. And long story short, in 2018, we were able to open a brand new school in that community. And I handed over to the people of that community.
That's amazing. Because, this is the power of communication and your presence. Your presence was felt. It's one thing, working from trying to get things done from abroad. And a lot of, Africans actually want to go back home and get things done. They want things to be done. But because of the work situation that we have here, it's hard for people to go back home.
Yeah.
And when you're sending information and resources for them to get things done, and because your presence is not felt, somebody like that, one person can just mess up a whole good plan. So that was very good. It's a good thing that you decided to take the walk and went there. So how often do you visit home? How often do you make your presence felt?
I will say it's not consistent because when I came to America in 2012, my first visit was 2017, just to go solve that problem. The second one was the next year when we go open the school, 2018, and the third one was 2020. And after 2020, I haven't been there till 2024. So it's like 4 year stretch. So I will say it's not consistent.
It's not consistent.
It's like 1 year, 2 years, and 4 years.
At least your presence is felt. You're not absent. Yeah. So that's good. So your foundation is Kanu Branch Foundation, right?
Yes.
Tell us a bit about it. How was it birthed? Like, I mean, you've told a snippet of how it was birthed, but tell us a bit more about your foundation.
So, like as I said, coincidentally, I started working for the county, and when I started supporting that village, and they actually, that's when I supporting them was I start with school supplies, books, and then books there, and like pencils, crayons. So the demand for like space to build them a school. And that time I just came to America, like in 3 years, and I said, "Oh, I can't promise you guys." So, but it was always in my heart, to give back. I'm very, very, very determined to give back till I die. So that's my determination. So, and I, because I will not use the phrase that I don't value money. I will not say that. I value money, but to give out is what I value the most. So, the Kanu Branch Foundation come along when I see that, okay, this is my passion. This is what I was born to do. So, I spoke to my wife. I said, hey, we're going to do this, make it a foundation. And when few members started joining us, then that's when the determination grows, and we decided to register it with IRS as a nonprofit.
That's great. That's great. It's always great to have like cheerleaders and people to push, a purpose for, to keep you going here and there. Yeah. So from your bio, I noticed that you supply you gave supply to over 600 children in Zimi, right?
Yes.
Is that the name of the town, Zimi?
Yeah.
Like 600 children. Are there that much kids in that little town?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, it's actually one school. They have more than one school there.
Oh, wow.
It's not like a small town. It's a big town. And also, that's just one project. Mm-hmm. That's the project in the south. The way, I think, I will see the way we do our thing, we go north, south, east, and west. We don't go one place twice. We'll come there twice, but it will be after the other round.
Yeah, rotation.
Yes. So that Zimi project was the project in the south. That particular village, since I was born in Sierra Leone, I never knew that village. I've never been there. And when we had that project, it was my wife who was born here in the United States. She was privileged to know that village before me that was born there. So I haven't been there yet. I didn't know there.
Wow.
So she was the one that went and do that project, and she went all the way to Zimi, and we were able to bless up to 600 kids over there.
That's amazing. And it's always good to have like a spouse or a partner that believes in your dream and supports you. So it's like Absolutely. A team spirit. That is good. So, I mean, you said you moved from north, south, east, and west. That's a good one. But I'm sure the north is big, south is big, everywhere is big, right? How do you select which part of that region to help at that time? Okay.
So that's a very good question. Thank you very much. and why I'm so excited to answer that question, because it's so in front of my face. Because I know Sierra Leone, for me, the entire country, a lot, like 90%, we are deprived, especially in education. Like, we are so deprived to a point where as citizens of that country, indigents of that country, patriots of that country, I see no reason why we should not grab this as a privilege to give back. You know what I mean? So that's why we will say, we'll close our eyes and said, the North. It doesn't matter which town. Like, if you have 5 deprived people, you will close your eyes and touch anyone and bless them. You will not lose. You will win because they are deprived. So when we say this is the North, we can go to any town in the North. We can go to any town. So, but to select the schools, we will try to find people from that town. We'll let them form a small branch, and they will select like 2 or 3 different schools. Then we will send a team from Freetown, from the city, to that particular town, and they will physically look at the schools and look for the least deprived. Because even though they're all deprived, you will see that this one is the worst. You know what I mean? Then they will select and they will tell me, they will send me pictures, and we will take a look at it as a team over here. Then we will decide, oh, okay, let's go to this school, and this school. You know, then we'll make a decision.
So when you finally pick a school, right? And let's say there are 600 students in the school. Do you wait till you get 600 resource, items to give to every student, or you narrow it down, like, okay, the best 50 students is, are going
No,
to be awarded?
everybody in the school gets.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So that 600 in Zimi is when we just started. We started in the north, and that was like over 400 kids when we opened that new school. There was like over 400 kids that we give supplies. Then the next one was Zimi when we do the 600. So we see like it was too much of a stretch financially. So we have already lowered our expectations down to 300 kids, regardless of the school. Now we're giving 300. We're budgeting for 300 because, as I'm saying, 90% or 95% of the funds is coming out of our pockets. So it's not like we're having funding from any grants or something. Maybe if you know how to write grants, you can give us some ideas.
We have AI.
That's what I'm saying. So we need to know how to get those funds. But we are actually struggling financially. But it doesn't stop me. It's not even taking my mind to stop. You know what I mean? I want to continue giving back. So now we narrow down to 300 kids. Every year we make sure we have those 300 kids have those supplies. Okay.
I'm going to ask you one more question before we go for a quick commercial break, okay? I know, dealing with kids can be very emotional and touching. What has been your most emotional or, vulnerable moment working with these kids? Which of the stories really touched you?
One is with an adult, but it regards to the donation, but another one is directly with the kid. Let me give you both of them. The one with the kid, right? So it was this village. Is in the north. So that year, we were supposed to go to the east. We were done with the north. We go to the south. And that year was the year for the east. And I was the one that went. So, but before I went, 2 weeks before I went, there was a viral video of kids in one school in the north trying to take an exam, sitting on the floor, writing.
Wow.
Because they don't have proper sitting accommodations.
This day and age.
In this day and age. So I saw that video and I know this is not the time to go to the north. But still, it touches my heart. And I decided to call my friend in Africa who is a carpenter. I said, man, please make some benches and desk for me for these kids and let's go do it over there. So that's why that year I visited the north and the east. So when I went, everybody was excited. They came out and I was trying to talk to them and stuff. But there was this one kid, he was standing by himself, like afar. He was just standing there by himself. And I noticed him. And with all the other kids trying to come close to me and touch me and talk to me and stuff. And I went to him and I asked him in our local language. I said, if he can speak Creole. Creole, everybody can speak Creole. But if you are deep in the villages, sometimes they can't even speak the Creole. Because Creole is closer to the English, right? It's broken English. So Creole is closer to English. And the boy said he cannot even speak Creole. So not alone English. You know what I mean? Wow. Then I asked about his parents and stuff. And they said he was just brought to that village to be taken care of by other relatives. His parents are not there in that particular village. So I have to inquire and start taking care of that boy. So that was very touching for me.
That's very inspiring and touching. Yeah, it's touched me too. And
so the one for the adults, right? So it was just recently when I just came from Sierra Leone in January. So I went in December. So I went to the south and there's this village that we were giving supplies, and I finished giving my speech and they were giving the kids the supplies and stuff. And this elder guy came and called me to the side. He said he want to say something to me. So he took me to the side and he said, Mr. Kanu. He started calling last names that came from the north. He said, I know the Kanus, I know the Kamaras, I know the Banguras, I know the Siseys. So he started calling those. He said, you guys are northerners. So why did you leave all that area and come here to give us these goods? That's a very powerful question. And he was not joking. So he asked me that. He said, why did you leave all that area and come here? And you know what I told him? I said, this is a very good question. But please, I want you to go and take the microphone and ask the question so everybody can hear you. This is not a question that I can answer you in the side. Go take the microphone. So he took the microphone and he asked the question and I told him, look him in the eye. I said, let me tell you. I said, I feel your pain. And I know politics have divided us. We hate each other.
Sadly.
Timini, it's Mende, that's the tribes in Sierra Leone. Timini, it's Mendes and stuff. I said, but I am not part of it. I am a Sierra Leonean, period. I love everybody, so I'm here. My grandparents don't know nothing about this village. My parents knew nothing about this village. I never been here in my life, but I'm here to help. I don't care about this tribe. I don't care about all that. We should be as one. Let's love each other. By the time I finished talking, tears was running down his eyes because he was feeling the pain. And he pointed to the other elders. He said, all these other elders have that same question. We are surprised because you came here and you gave us the right answer. God bless you. And we need people like you in this country. That's what he said. Wow.
That's touching.
It was very touching.
Yeah. And a rude awakening. Wow. Thanks for that touching story. We could go deeper into that, but we'll take a quick commercial break.
All right.
If you're tearing, just don't worry. We could be right back. Welcome back. So today our cocktail is being sponsored by Cocktail Hub Ghana. The details will be on the platform. So, Mr. Kanu, we're going to play an interesting game. It's a quick fire fun run, right?
Okay.
All right. Now you're going to pick. They go here and I'm going to read what's in there.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
More questions, but there's more relaxing questions. It says, if you could partner with any global figure or organization, who will it be and why?
So, can I clarify? I need clarity on that. Is it like is it a figure, like an individual or an organization?
It could be an individual. It could be an organization. Who will it be and why?
I will pick an individual, and that will be Steve Harvey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like him a lot, and I've read about his philanthropic work that he's doing, empowering young boys that are, about to go out of hands. And he have a whole camping site that he take boys and help them to get back on track. And he helping a lot of parents, so I know we have a lot of black male in the United States that are doing the same, like Tyler Perry and stuff like that. But I will choose Steve Harvey.
That's good, because a lot of people focus on the girls, right?
Yeah.
So it's interesting to have that kind of diverse blend.
Exactly.
The boys are not being forgotten. Yeah. All right, good. Next one. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, it says a book quote that motivates you will be.
Oh. A book or quote, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's one that said, if you want to go fast, that's a quote. If you want to go fast, you go alone.
You go alone?
Yes, but if you want to go far, you go together. That means teamwork. So if you want to go fast, you can go alone. But if you want to go far, you go with a team. So that means it's good to work as a team in any situation. Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm getting out of it is you can go fast and fail.
Yes.
But when you go as a team, this is 99% of you win.
Exactly. So I like that quote.
That's a good one. I like that. Okay. Pick one more.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what this says here. What's your favorite Sierra Leonean dish?
They will kill me if I don't say cassava leaf. Cassava leaf.
Cassava leaf.
Yes.
What do you usually eat it with?
Well, it doesn't matter. It can be fish. It can be chicken, it can be beef, whatever. They can put whatever in it. So they do cassava. You know cassava leaf, right?
Yeah.
So they can do a lot of peanut butter in it and stuff like that. They cook it very good. But they can use whatever meat they want to use.
You eat with dumplings or rice?
Rice.
Rice, okay.
Yeah, rice.
That's good. You said they'll kill you. Who's going to kill you?
Sierra Leoneans, because that's our favorite dish. They will say, why did you say cassava leaf? You know what I mean? But yeah, cassava leaf, I love it too. Yeah, wow, that's my favorite.
That's interesting. Thank you so much for today. It's been insightful, and thank you so much for coming.
No problem.
Do you have last words for the audience, how they can support your organization?
Absolutely. Before I go to how they can support my organization, I just want to say out there, we always spend time on social media talking about governments, costing government. We have time to do that, but we are not looking at ourselves that we are actually putting them there. So if we put the wrong people in office, how can you turn around and say they're not doing what they're supposed to do? So we need to make sure we educate our young people, our youths, and even the adults to make sure they understand that next time when a politician comes to your constituent, to your community, ask them the tough questions. What have you done before you even come into politics? What have you done in this community? What have you done? You don't have to vote for them because of tribal lines. We don't need to be voting on tribal lines no more. We don't need to be voting on religion lines no more. We don't need to be voting on sectional lines no more because he's my neighbor or stuff like that. Look at who is capable and will make a difference in your little community. So the Like-Minded Sierra Leoneans is a non-profit movement that we just started, and the website is likemindedSierraLeonean.com. You can go there and you can see some of our activities that we are taking up, helping different communities and stuff like that. So and also educating people to know that you have a right and you have a responsibility also to put people in office. So that's what we're doing. It's a non-profit and a non-political organization. I just want to clear that. So
it sounded political, so it's a non-political.
Yes.
Like that's
yes, because how people can misconstrue certain things. So that's why we want to make it clear that we're just there for the good of Sierra Leone. So, and also to support my organization, Kanu Branch Foundation. You can go on kanubranchfoundation.org. There's a page there. If you want to support financially, you can click. There's a PayPal there that you can help to pay, or if you want to do Zelle, you can do kanubranchfoundation@gmail.com. That's a Zelle. And if you want to support us, we have thousands and thousands of kids that we are actually ready to reach, and we don't want to stop. Thank you.
Mr. Kanu, your story is a beacon of light. I mean, from humble beginning to inspiring lives and impacting whole village and all that, from village to village. Thank you so much, and keep up the good work. Okay, we'll be following your journey. Now, for viewers listening out there, if you're inspired by this story, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And also, don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms and stay tuned for more intriguing stories.